car fans, welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. I am Revell, and here we are. I had finished my Revell 71 Olds 442 W30 Coupe here, and what a kit. This thing's a lot of fun to build, and I've really enjoyed a few of these if you've been watching my channel. I've been building a couple of them, but when it comes to the 71 Oldsmobile, this is pretty much my favorite year of the Olds 442. I just think they're just very aggressive, and I just really like the way it works and the looks and everything. And even when it comes to the option packages, there really wasn't hardly a difference between a 70 and a 71 and even the 72s, but I just like the 71 styling just a little bit more. It's a little bit more aggressive here in the front, right around the grills. The grills are just a little bit bigger, but not too big and everything. And I just love that dual scoop hood in there and the stripes and everything and the wing. And one of the things that really does it for me for the 71 is the taillights. I just kind of like these taillights over the 71 or the 72 where they've got the lines in it. Just really like it. Just one of my favorites, of course. And there's a few other things, there's very few differences between a 71 and a 72, but the grills, the actual grills are the same for a 71 and 72, but they painted them backwards. I like that 71s are black with an argent surround, but the 72 442 is actually backwards, more of an argent grill and a black surround, and then the black headlights buckets that the 71 doesn't have the chrome there. And just some of the overall colors and everything, and the rally wheels, and just the shape of this body, how they did it, just really one of my favorites. And even the wing that's on here. And even though I'm often considered a purist, and I get asked all the time about that because I really like the history and the way these things came out, and I really like looking into it. But this wing, I really like this wing, and I often wondered what that wing would look like if I put it on the back of our real 71 Chevelle. I think that would be really cool, but I know the purist would see it and say, "What are you doing? That's just wrong." It's kind of funny that way, but when you're showing cars, that stuff kind of happens. But even though I like to read and get into all the options and everything, but one thing I never really understood with the Oldsmobile that they did, why they put the stripes on the hood but not the trunk. It just, that doesn't make any sense to me for the 70 and laters. There is the exception of the Hurst Olds convertible, but Hurst put the stripes on the trunk, not Oldsmobile. But anyway, as I get to talking about this build, this thing was fun to do. I know I took my time, and it was on and off my bench quite a bit, but this is quite a kit from Revell. Yeah, it really is. So if you haven't built this kit, it's definitely high praises on my side. Just really enjoyed it, even though, like I said, it's been on and off my bench, and I really took my time. But those who've been watching the channel for a while, let me get the box out of the way here. I'll show you some of the others. Now, you saw that I built the earlier version of this. There's the Hurst Olds convertible there with Linda Vaughn and everything. This hood is a little bit warped, but really enjoyed building this. And I had this kit since new, so a little over 10 years, and took my time and really built that one. But I was just super excited about this kit. One of the things, though, with this one, the Revell, the 71 anyway, let's get the hood off. The hood's the same, but just really nice hood, and put the stripes on it. I messed up one of these stripes, and blacked it out. I bought two of these 71 kits because I do plan to make one a convertible as well, just kind of kit bash the two and get that going. But this one, it's got a lot of decals for under the hood, and even though the instructions really don't tell you about these and where they go, and on the AC box, it's got this one around the foam, two for the AC, or the heater hose here, and it's even got one on that AC compressor there, if you look. So some of them are called out, some are not, but they're in the decal sheet. But because they were there, and I had a whole nother kit, and I had to take a couple of decals, because even when I was decaling this, I broke the side one, so I had to use another one there. So I opened up my decals for this one. So I do need to find another set of decals for it. I did email Revell, waiting to see what their response is, if I can buy another set for them. I asked, haven't got a response, but no big deal. But really fun kit. I did swap the tires though. These are the pad printed ones that come in some of the other cars, like the 70, not the 71, the 69 Chevelle has those. And same thing with the Boss 302 Mustang, I believe, has those. So I grabbed them, and both of these got those swapped. But pretty much built both of these out of the box. It's totally box stock. And if you watch the build here, I just knocked the license plate loose. But there's the whole underside, a little bit of overspray, and detail painting there. Now, I got asked why I didn't get any overspray on the frame. When these bodies were painted, the frame and the chassis was not under there. So the overspray got on the body and past the frame, but not on the frame itself. So these were painted before they were laid down on the chassis. So that's why the inner fenders and none of that stuff have paint on them. There shouldn't be any overspray on the gas tank because that was installed after the fact as well. But that's just kind of how they were assembled. But this thing came out awesome, and I put the manual tranny in this one. That one's got the automatic tranny, the 72 convertible does. But the kit gives you both trannies, so you can build it as an automatic or a manual. And this hood fits, this one fits really good. The hood on that pace car, not quite very well fitting, but sits flat, and just having a lot of fun with this one. But, you know, I've been asked too, how does it compare against the JoHan kit? Well, here's my 71 JoHan right there. Let's kind of move this one off to the side. But bodies are real similar. And the JoHan kit, I think, is just the roof on it, especially right here in this molding, seems a little flat on this one, where this one, the roof molding, the crown is just so much better. See, this one kind of looks a bit flat right here. So I noticed that, but only when I put the two side by side. Other than that, I think Revell nailed the body. The JoHan one is really nice. These aren't the factory JoHan wheels. Kind of look into my other video on where I got them and use them. And then there's the rear bumper on the JoHan. But I get asked about this hood. I've gotten a number of people asking me where I got this hood. Believe it or not, this is actually the one that came in the JoHan kit. And a lot of them don't exist, or the hoods end up missing. But the W30 hood was not available in scale at the time. So a lot of people actually made them. Here's another JoHan body, but it's got a resin hood for Model Haas. They created that. And it's, you know, the 442 and then the wing and everything. So there's another JoHan, but this one isn't all JoHan. Like this one, the whole chassis is right, pretty much how they issued it. I really only upgraded the wheels and just a very nice paint job and restoration. Since that one was virtually complete, nothing missing other than the wheels just weren't quite right, or I lost them, not really sure what happened to them. But it had like Magnum 500s, which weren't right for Oldsmobile anyway, so I switched to these dog dishes. But this one I put rallies on it, but this whole chassis is the much later 69 AMT chassis that's under here, and engine. I've done videos on both of these kits, but it's just kind of fun to put them all here for you guys to see, and put the newest one right here in the front. So and here we go. Love this convertible with this Linda Vaughn figure. Oh, she looks kind of funny facing the other direction, so I should probably turn her around, have her the other way. But I got a few more of these. It's just one that I just really like this car. There we go. Let's put her over there, and then here we go. Drag it around, make some noise. But that's 71 442. Just really enjoyed building that, and you know, this one as well, even though this one's getting really hard to get, and just commanding some crazy money on eBay right now. Any of the convertibles, so hopefully the convertible comes back out, or another variant comes out of this kit. Hopefully a 70. That would be really cool if they came out with a 70. I'd probably get a couple more of these Revell kits if that came out too. So that'd be a nice addition to the lineup here. But I finished this one and just having a real good time building it, and kind of look forward to making the convertible on it. So, and basically, the convertible would be pretty easy to do. You can just get the convertible kit and swap the rear bumper, and you'd have yourself a 71 from the outside. The interiors of both kits are completely different, so that's what I want to do, is change the interior out to the 71 interior, even though the JoHans both have the same interior. But there's my 71s, and this one sits up a little high in the back, but I really didn't do any adjusting on it. I just pretty much built it. So let's turn this down a little bit and just zoom in just a little bit more. But very comparable kits and everything. But when it comes to the detail, the Revell kit's definitely got the detail, but it's got it in spades and benefits from modern tooling and engineering that goes into the kits, where the JoHan was basically, a nice body promo, but really simple chassis and engine compared to this. But they really focused on the bodies and pretty much nailed them for their time period and everything. So, but now, if you want one of these, you don't have to try and find one of those like you used to. You can get one of these Revell kits and build it and really enjoy it. But anyway, that's kind of we'll do it for this one. So I do appreciate your comments and your likes and everything, and please subscribe. Really do appreciate it. Helps the channel out and everything. And you guys, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next Saturday.